Hello everyone. I have been off the air for 2 weeks. I guess everyone gets a vacation, but it was slightly an unplanned vacation from my live streams. One of them was the trip to the veterinarian that I did not plan. Anyway, I am now going to be doing my weekly live streams on Wednesdays at noon instead of Thursdays. And as far as the farm chicks, I believe that it's kind of Wednesday is Avalon Springs Farm, Thursday is Flying Goat Farm, and Friday is Dancing Leaf. And we just did our little yarn harvest event over the weekend, and it was wonderful. Oh my gosh, it was a beautiful taste of fall outside. I set up my booth a lot like I do at shows. I wasn't able to put everything out. Some inventory, like what you see behind me, is the inventory that's online. And I hope to get the technology to have an integrated inventory that's online and in person. Working on that. So anyway, so the outdoor booth was the in-person inventory, and what's behind me is the online inventory. But our Farm Chicks yarn harvest was great, and I say thank you so much to the people that came out and supported us. It's really made the difference. Really, really has. That immediately is going to go buy some hay. I just bought some, so my yarn harvest money is, if you go to my Instagram, you'll see that we just unloaded hay, and I've got to do that one more time. So today my topic was all about my next show, which is a virtual show, not an in-person one. This is for the Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival. That's normally held in Berryville, Virginia, but for those of you who are not local, because this is live stream, I wanted to show you their logo. I printed it out because this will make it easy for you to find them. Jenny, can you zoom in? Yay! Okay, so you see me in the background. But that is Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival. It's a growing festival. I think this is gotta be somewhere around 15. I've been with them since the very beginning. But anyway, they are, just like so many others, are going virtual this year. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what I have figured out about their version of doing things that are virtual, because it's a little bit different from others. They are using a platform. This is the name of the platform. You see the word event. It's called Eventeny. And that's their print. I just wanted you to recognize their logo because I think if the festival is this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Tell me to go again? Okay. So the festival is this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And right now, the easiest way that I know to go to the event is to go to the Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival Facebook page, because that has a link on it to take you to this platform. I am not sure where there are other places that gets you into this platform. So what do I know about this platform, and why would you do this? So the platform, and then I'll end up talking about myself, but the platform, what I know about the platform is it has a very cool feature in which you can shop with many vendors and only have one cart. So I think that's the primary attraction or primary driver from the consumer point of view, and all that entails. And with a couple of things that I'll talk to you about, I'll say a pro and a con. I have not yet used it, and I'm only ahead of you, the consumer, using it by a small window of time in which I'm uploading my inventory and filling out my vendor profile. So what I have figured out is I've created a profile that matches my booth and tells you a little bit about me, and I've put a little bit of inventory on there. So you can go to all the vendors that would be at the Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival and digitally shop around as much like you would in person. Each vendor profile has like some videos. So I'll put a welcome video up there, but right now I have a couple of videos about the goats and patterns that you can make from my yarn and things like that. And some photos, and I have a little smidgen of inventory up there. So you could go to my store, and then let's say you know you're local and you know the other farm chicks, you could go to then Flying Goat, and then you could go to Dancing Leaf, and you could put things in your cart from all three of us without having to check out. You could just shop around, which is even kind of more than you would do in person, because in person you would check out at each booth with each vendor. So that's kind of cool. I would say the only con that I would think is that in some respects, everybody still is going to have to ship you everything. So brace yourself. I mean, all of us are trying to do something special for the festival, so I'm sure there will be some people who will offer free shipping or something like that. But it's very possible that when you have a bunch of things in your cart, you will see an item and a shipping charge and an item and a shipping charge. The same way that you would experience that if you were leaving this platform and shopping with these people individually. So it's one cart, but you're still making purchases with many different vendors. The other thing that I thought was a plus and a minus about that was because you have one cart and you can see your cart. Okay, cool, I'm back. Okay, you guys didn't miss anything. Jenny stopped me from talking. The other plus minus thing that I can see about that one cart, many shipping charges, but the second plus minus would be that I can foresee is has to do with the length of time that you have things in your cart. So I'm going to grab something from behind me. Okay, so you bought this from one vendor, and then you bought this from the other vendor, but now you've got two little pictures in your cart, and you can kind of be like, oh, well, I need these two things for such and such a pattern. And you can finally see something from more than one vendor in one spot. And even though they're not in the same picture, you can get a sense of, you know, these are the two things that I need. Very much the way you would look in your cart on Amazon or any other big retailer that allows you, you know, that cart before you check out, you see your little items in a line. And that could be really helpful to people in terms of you fulfilling your shopping needs towards a specific project or set of colors or something like that. So I see that as a potential plus. The only bad thing is just like Amazon. So each one of these is a pro and a con. The only bad thing is that you should be aware that just like Amazon, the inventory isn't yours until you check out. So the entire shopping public can shop from the content of anybody's carts. So these two skeins of yarn, if you start filling your cart on Friday and think you can check out on Sunday afternoon, it's entirely possible that this vendor who made this only had 4 of them and they're gone by Sunday afternoon. So that is sort of like life hack or whatever, or, you know, tips or whatever, shopping tip, I would be conscious of. And I'm especially feeling sensitive to it because as an indie dyer, you can see just from the things behind me, like there are 3 of these, there are 8 of these, but you know, there's a variety. I have things in my Eventeny store where there's 12 of something and then 3 of another thing. So that, if I can tell anybody, any, you know, like, plan your day, or don't be distressed by your experience. If you know that ahead of time, each plus and each minus, that might help. And I'm back again. So again, I don't think I missed anything. Jenny, does anybody have any questions so far? Okay. I can't believe, so I know I'm taking a moment out of promoting my own shop to talk about the Eventeny, but this is different than the other shopping virtual tours that I've been on. Maybe not you, the consumer, because you've been going to virtual festivals now. Okay, so you guys have been going to virtual festivals since February or March, and so you may have more experience than I do. So that I just wanted to at least say what I had figured out about this festival. Oh, and also, you guys, I gotta at least show you my t-shirt. I'm being loyal to my venue by displaying their t-shirt from last year. And I don't know yet. I will try and find out if they're having their regular t-shirt sale. I would imagine they would be. They always have very cute logos and designs. Okay, so in my store, I put a few. I wanted you guys to know me as both an indie dyer, but also a fiber farmer. So I put a few selections up that have to do with fiber that came from my own animals outside. And granted, those don't turn over quite as fast as some of like the superwash merino that's behind me. But also I make them 12 pounds at a time. So instead of having like 3 or 6 of those, I will have, 40 or 60. So that's the other reason that I have them for a longer period of time. So I put up a smidgen of that so there would be part of my identity out there in that festival from that orientation. And then the other thing that I did was put up a smidgen or a little taste, a couple of different colorways from my Pendragon collection, because I feel like this is the yarn that people most know me by. And that if I was going to find new people, or even my good old hardy followers, they would know this yarn. So in my store, a few featured colorways. I will also do each day of the festival, which means Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I will do a live stream at noon. Just like these are at noon, I figured if I signed up for that time slot, that would be easier for my followers, my peeps, my yarn peeps to remember. And then the last thing is I will do, I will do for people that shop through the Shenandoah, I will have a coupon that works on my website, but all of my customers, whether you shop on the Eventeny platform or you shop on my platform, you will get a little yarn tasting in your Shenandoah Valley fiber purchase. And I've made up a kind of a grouping of little yarn tastings, so I'll put in your package something that's different than what you bought. So if you buy Pendragon, I'll tempt you with something new that maybe you haven't seen before. So I will do a coupon, and I will also do a little thank you. What would you call it? Am I doing it a thank you gift? A thank you gift for shopping during the Shenandoah virtual experience. So I know this is a short one for today, and it was really all just my talking about this platform, but it is so new and different from some of the other virtual festivals that I have participated in. Oh, you know what I didn't say? My live stream will be, it's not actually, it's pre-recorded videos that are on the platform, but the live stream is the same place where you always find me. It's on my Avalon Springs Farm Facebook business page. So that's where I will do that each day. And probably on those days I will get out more yarn. But right now I am frantically dyeing yarn, packing yarn, labeling yarn, and getting ready for you. And it's one of my favorite things to do. So I should say frantic, but I should also say ecstatic. Because this is fall, and it's the time of year that I love to do this. So thank you for joining me on the live stream, and I will hopefully see some of you this weekend. One last thing before I sign off. Jenny, one more time, were there any questions?
One just came in. I received 2 skeins of Pendragon. They're beautiful, and I love the extra packages inside them. So maybe that wasn't a question, but...
Yay! So on some of the... Just because we were on the topic of, I have been wanting to say thank you to all those people who have supported me during this virtual time. You know, it's been great. I probably will never go back. I hope that we will all go back to our fiber festivals and shows and all of our in-person events that we just treasure and relish so much. But there will be a part of me that will just stay online, that I will continue to create a more modern online shop and figure all these things out. I wasn't a YouTuber before the pandemic, and now I've got my own channel. So there are some silver linings that have come through this crazy experience we're all undertaking. And I do want to say thank you to all of those who have supported me. Thank you so much. And again, see you at the festival. Thanks so much.